TikTok, which actually worked really well. So like I was showing the sets before.
Yeah, that's true. You've never did a promo really for
exactly
it.
because like I don't know, but that one we were just so fucking balls deep, money spent. Like I needed this to do well, or I'm fucked.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
This is like betting the farm on the video. So we were like showing the sets, getting people hype, and like we were getting 30 million views on a TikTok, just like of people. Just showing them parts of the video, not even showing the contestants, just like, hey, look what we built. And they were like exploding. So like by the time we uploaded, there were like millions of people on the channel just like refreshing, waiting for it to go live. And there were like people begging for us to drop the video. So, which that worked really well. It was like, that's the thing, like Squid Game was us doing everything perfect with a Giga trend. It's gonna be damn near impossible to like recreate all that. Like every factor just fell into place.
Perfect video with the perfect
And the turnaround was quick.
With the perfect hype, with the perfect everything. Like I don't even know, like in hindsight, I don't know how we did it. 45 days, it was fucking hell.
That's
I had
insane.
150 people working on that video. It was like fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Even like, so, and we were pulling on every connection I had. Like we had different YouTubers, like we put squibs on them, these devices, so we could kill them by popping this. And like, so like that connected to like the Wi-Fi center in this giant stadium that we're doing the red light, green light. But the first day we went to film, the Wi-Fi crashed. There's too many there. And then we rebooted, and now certain phones are dying. Fucking hell. So I gave everyone who came out $1,000, all 456,000 of them. I was like, hey, sorry. So that's why I went from 3.5 million to 4.2. Because basically like we had to re-upgrade the system in the stadium to handle 456 individual devices so we could kill them.
$456,000?
Yeah, so I gave them all grand. I was like, all right, just come back in the morning.
You could have given them $500. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, well. And then, so we did that. And so that threw on more. And this was like all these, it's actually supposed to be a $2 million video that turned into 4.2 million. And that's when I was like, 2 million was already crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck. By the end of it, I'm just like, bro, if this doesn't crush.
How much did Squid Game cost?
What?
The actual
show.
show.
I think it was like 9 million, right?
Wow.
And that was 10
Look at the
episodes.
It
ROI.
was like 8 hours of content. Mine was like a 25-minute video.
Look at the ROI, bro. That is insane.
So, but
Bro,
yeah.
I'm crying.
But it's because like,
you spent
most
more than
most movies are less than that.
but
Bro.
it was a lot, man, because we were like, we're also in bumfuck nowhere, so there's not studio space.
I love that you stayed in North Carolina.
Yeah, but
so
one of the
fire.
negatives of North Carolina is there's not studio space.
infrastructure.
Yeah,
when
so
you
it's
need
not
it.
like
Yeah.
I can just go rent a bunch of like studios.
And talent, too.
So I'm like, oh, the red light, green light was like in a rodeo station where they like fucking wrangle cows and shit, and we're like clear out the animals.
Wow.
we need a fucking set here, and then we're like. Any churches here with open, because there's a lot of churches in North Carolina, not a lot of warehouses. And so, you know, you find like a church here for a set. And then you like, we have our big studio and you do sets here. And like, we're like scraping the barrel to find like space to build all this shit.
Whoa.
And then like you have to build the infrastructure for the Wi-Fi. Just even that system, man, was so crazy. We had to build a custom, which I didn't. Obviously, we hired people like William Osman and other people, build a custom app. So it has all the numbers of the players, so I can tap and kill them when they die. So like their squib explodes.
Yeah.
But we also have to make sure their squib doesn't light on fire. And it's crazy, man. All this in 45 days while building these sets, while also doing CGI for the first time. And I mean, I was terrified.
That's what I was thinking. I was watching. I was like, "There's no way that one of these didn't fucking light on fire or something happened." Because you actually have like a mini. I don't want to call it explosion, but like
there was. Yeah, with smoke, and that's how we got the real effect.
Yeah,
it was. I think it was red at first, and then I was like, "Fuck!" It like clicked like before we were about to film. I was like, "We can't have blood. We're fucked." Which is why we switched the color.
Yeah.
It was so much. So between that, which we've never done before, and our custom app, and the Wi-Fi system, and these crazy sets, like walls like taller than I've ever seen before, plus like, you know, the top of it's a stadium. And when we're filming, they're like, you know, we're just gonna turn it into blue sky, like Squid Game. We're just gonna CG it. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah.
We're just gonna CG this roof.
That
up?
was your CGI? Was the roof?
Yeah, all everything, man. It was fucking, and I'd never done this any before, so I was just losing my goddamn mind left and right, because where the fuck is this?
Bottom there.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
I like that you did 456 too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because I couldn't afford to do more. Oh my god. The fuck is this zooming? This is bad for retention. So, yeah, that sky up there is not real.
Starting at the end of the blue is all CGI?
Yeah, all CGI.
Brilliant.
We're in a studio. What we did was we took the lights, so we had to install a grid system, and then we angled the lights in a way where it was looking like it came from a sun. So all the lights came from a certain direction to mimic a sun.
Wow.
Yeah, and then obviously those explosions are real.
Yeah.
You gotta get a better spot for the next red light, right?
Hey.
Let's go, Carl.
And I can take all the time I want because we still have 23 minutes left.
We get a green light going. This guy's doing a full squat.
They're all so quiet. It made me feel so weird standing in front of all these people while they didn't talk.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I don't know. They were all just staring at me. It made me feel uncomfortable.
Do you know if any of the people that came hadn't seen Squid Game yet?
Oh, quite a
sure.
few. Yeah, yeah.
Really?
I think I'm coming up. I asked one of them, and they say that. Where is she?
Oh, that was that. You said green light.
Oh yeah, that girl. She
Never saw it.
Yeah, she's playing the main character, and she had never seen it.
Hilarious. Oh, that's crazy. And what is this day like? You wake up. This is your Super Bowl. You spent $5 million on
that's
it.
everything.
What is the pregame ritual that you have?
Well, I mean, so we do this, but this is the second time we did it because the first time we had to, fix the routers and everything.
But like, do you sleep like, okay, I need 8 hours?
Oh no, we were dying. We were all dying.
Wow.
That was a lot. That was the hardest thing our team's ever done. I mean, I was just I mean, look at all those people in those red suits piled around the side.
Yeah.
I mean, like
Wow.
everything, man. Like 150 people were working on this video. Those were the most hectic 45 days of my entire existence.
Each one of the red suits is
just
home team or somebody you're
Boy?
hiring?
bro, I don't even
Like a day
remember.
hire.
This was the second day. So the second day, I think we literally just pulled in people, like anyone that knew anyone. I just needed people because we ran out of people to pull from.
Wow.
Yeah. And what is your mood like on a day like this? Would you consider
Oh,
yourself?
I'm so stressed.
Are you easy to work with on a day like this?
I'm not talking to many people. Like I'm obsessing over like how do we get the retention good? What what do I say?
You have one shot for a lot of it.
Exactly. This I can't redo. If I don't this is a real countdown going, and if I don't like it, there's nothing I can do about it after I film. That's the big thing with a lot of our videos is because they're not scripted. Like if there's like a moment where it's like, hit this shot, you make $1 million. If you don't get the shot, I have to pay the guy whether or not he makes it. Or I have to pay the guy if he makes it. So like if we don't film it properly, there's no like, oh, the cameras weren't right.
Yeah.
So you're pretty intense. Are you ever yelling at people? Like after the video, do you have to be like, hey, I'm sorry about that?
Oh, no. Obviously not. I mean, it'd be dumb if I yelled at people.
So you're just calm though.
You
Focus.
should
but
try
calm.
yelling, bro. That shit works, bro. That's how I do it.
I mean, yeah. It's pretty effective.
Wait,
It
what
feels
is-
good, if nothing else.
Oh, yeah.
What's some of the other CG?
He's just doing this so he can flag the interview if he doesn't like it.
No, but I like going through this while he's here. This
Oh, it's
Yeah.
insane.
fine,
Wait, where the fuck is this mouse? Bro, you guys gotta get a better setup. This is annoying.
Come on, dude.
What is the spike? Oh, I know. Yeah.
Where the fuck is a wide shot? So, like none of this, that's all blue screen. All this background is like CG.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well this is black
Okay.
here. But what, yeah, like
All that is blue screen.
actually black screen. The earlier one is blue. So this was just, basically what we did was it got this black mat, just super black that doesn't reflect light. And then that's our studio. So it's like a wall covered in all black. It's a super big studio. And then the floor's covered in all black. And then they just lowered the floor and then added poles. So it's like,
Yeah.
I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I was just praying it looked good. This was all blue screen. None of that's real. So I'm also like, bro, this is gonna be horse shit. So we're standing in front of just these blue screens, and they took this and like CG'd it down here. So what the fuck? Oh
There.
yeah, see down there, right below the foam pit.
Yep.
That thing's there. So it's like, bro, I didn't even know what these guys were talking about. So Crispy are the goats, the people who worked on it. So we're in a different room, blue screen in front of these things where we pick the balls, and they're like, yeah, we're just gonna put it below the foam pit that's in that fucking warehouse covered in this, and then we're gonna put these spikes here. And I was like, there's just no
So
shot.
this is two shots on
Combined.
top of each other.
It's
shit.
crazy. And I'm losing my mind. I'm looking at him, I'm like, Micah, you're fucking crazy. If you think this is gonna look good, you're just gonna magically stack these shots, and one of these shots is just straight up a fucking blue screen.
This is one of the most impressive parts
That's
of the video.
amazing.
Oh yeah, it's
Is the
great.
altitude. And I was like, how
Yeah,
tall is the
So-
fucking...
I was just wondering this.
Here, hey, can you put your hand on that TV? Go up to on the left thing. Go up higher. So right there. Everything below that is not
not
real.
real.
So we built that and everything above it. But now
Wow.
move it to the right. Move it to the right. Right there. That is real.
Yep.
That's the people outside the studio standing in front of blue screens, and they CG'd in. So this is the last one, but in the earlier ones, there's tons of people there. So they're like They're fucking. I don't know.
How was that
crazy.
feeling giving up all that control?
Oh,
to
I was
these...
terrified. I was
Yeah.
fucking terrified. I was like, I was certain this was just gonna turn out horse shit. You'd see like shitty green screen, whatever.
Yeah.
They pulled through. I felt a little bit better after we finished. There was like a team of like 30 people or something crazy just in there. We took one of our rooms and converted it to just a giant editing room.
Yeah.
And once they were just like going ham, I was like, okay, now I feel a little better.
They were supremely confident when they were speaking to you about it?
Yeah, they were, which is why it's great working with professionals because I don't know shit.
Yeah.
They're like, oh no, this will be great. And I'm like, what the fuck do you mean?
Yeah, it better be.
What do you mean?
It better be. Yeah.
I was like, this just doesn't feel good. Like how I'd look over and be like, this is 10 feet in there. He'd be like, yeah. I'd be like, but in the video it's 500 feet. He's like, yeah. It's like, how? How the fuck do you mean? And he'd be like, that wide shot over there. Like, what?
All right, more stuff from this
Okay,
video.
yeah, sorry.
Go.
We're hurting retention.
How many views is
No,
that
no,
now?
I'm
Probably just shy of, English or everything?
English and then everything.
280 English, probably 400 everything.
280 is almost the population of America.
Yeah, it's
Imagine
crazy.
that, bro. That's crazy.
This scene wasn't that crazy. We gave them the bag of marbles. They do it. This, I don't know. A lot of them were very dramatic, which is cool. It's good content. Some of them, it just didn't even feel real because some of them would play it up. And I feel like you don't have to.
yeah.
Then the ad. I don't know. Was there anything else
Ad
cool?
was fucking great.
Yeah, the ad is.
Oh,
smart.
the fucking glass bridge. Yes.
This was
Look
great.
at that.
This also doubled?
No, so everything below the foam pit was basically sitting on the ground and it. Oh wait, no. So the what is it? The tug of war one.
Yep.
Was just sitting on top of that, and then when we went and filmed in the other studio for the marbles, here they were pulling the road off of it, and underneath it was this. So we built tug of war on top of that.
On top of it, yeah,
So
yeah,
that's
yeah.
why it looks similar.
Yeah.
But then we just put that foam pit down. So
But below the foam pit
is not real.
is not real.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
But so you jump, you do fall in a real foam pit, and then everything below we just did to make it look more dramatic.
phenomenal.
And then like these shots are fucking crazy. Like I don't know how they fucking did it. Look at that shit.
Yeah, that's great.
So that's why I did well because like I don't even know how we did this. It's fucking wild, and it was genuinely terrifying when those things fell through.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
It's crazy how this played out like it did in the show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
'cause they
the
just sat
actual
at the end.
psychology of it was the
It
same.
was on point.
No,
Yeah.
you could skip me. I took the risk on this one. You do it on the next one.
100%. And I tried not to influence it too much. So like,
Yeah, how
I
much
just-
do you coach the actual contestants?
I mean, I was telling them, but they had the full authority to do whatever they want. So I'd be like, "Hey, you should really go. Time's running out," and they'd be like, "Okay."
Have you ever had that where contestant just botched a video?
Oh, all the time.
Really?
It's annoying. Like sometimes you'll give someone $100 grand and they'll just be like, "Thanks," and I'll be like, "Anything else you want to say?" And I know, like, if they don't say something,
Please have a dying mom. Please have a
well,
dying
not
mom.
that.
Please have a dying
It's
mom.
like it's more like anytime I upload a video where someone's like doesn't freak out, people in the comments are like, "Oh, it's fake," and there's just all these conspiracy theories, and everyone's like certain. Like, if I won $100 grand, I wouldn't react. The only explanation for why they wouldn't freak out is Mr. Beast fakes it. Not that this is an introvert or anything.
That's why part of the Buried Alive video I didn't believe because you didn't seem scared.
Oh, really?
And it
And you
seems
said
like
you
the
were
most
trying to
terrifying
hide
thing.
that.
He's
Exactly.
Alex Honnold, bro.
Yeah, but I'm like, anybody in that position would be like,
Agreed.
Yeah.
Why didn't
That's
you
a good-
keep the footage of you being stuck, man?
I just
You didn't think it worked in the video?
No, I just like I don't want to scare people. You know, because like my biggest thing is I knew factually I was safe, and I didn't want to. My biggest thing is I don't want to deceive, and so I didn't want people to think I wasn't in a safe position because I knew like, I'd freak out, but then I'd calm myself down by being like, "This is safe. We've tested it. We spent $500,000 making this fucking coffin.
Yeah.
I know I'm fine." But then if I didn't portray that and people thought I could die, then I'm a reckless YouTuber. Oh, he put his fucking life on the line. Yeah, but this part at the end was crazy. I don't know what the fuck was going on here. Like right here, I'm like losing my mind. I'm like, guys, like, because I'm thinking, and I kept saying to Tariq, like, if everyone gets out here, like, there is just no winner.
Yeah.
But then I was turning around, but I was like, Tariq, but if there's no winner, they're gonna think I rigged this to save money. This is gonna be blue ball. There has to be a winner, but I can't rig it. I was like, what the fuck do I do? And there's 10 seconds and none of them are jumping. Yeah, and then it came down to here. And yeah, a bunch of them got out. And I was freaking out here too. I was like, God damn it. Like, no, this is bad for the story. Like, yeah, because none of them, whatever. But it ended up working out. No one cared. We just all the people who were still on there at 0 seconds got out.
You got
Yeah.
Wow. And then the very end, instead of a knife fight, you do musical chairs.
Musical chairs.
What other options did you have where you were like, okay, we can't do the knife fight. What else can we do?
Yeah, I like simplicity. So everyone knows how to play musical chairs. I could have made it more advanced, but you know, we knew this would get a couple 100 million views, and so the more complicated it is, the less
you have to explain the game.
Exactly. I hate explaining. Ideally, things are just like
implicit.
You keep the rhythm going.
Yeah. Oh, that's insane.
I would say one.